Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And now we observe the national anthems. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, Well,
it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
Things already rolling.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
Oh, good spread. And here's Olise. Great ball. Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. Strong running down that left flank.
Olise. Chance here to counter. He has found the way through. Olise.
Absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Ryerson. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Berger. That's a good ball out wide.
Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Now it's Sorloth. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
He's shifting through the gears here.
Impressive jump! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Olise. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele.
Norway really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
but with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Haaland. Oh, there's a probing ball. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Berger. And that's going wide left. And he's played it back. He's gone for goal. And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, that's delightful. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. He'll try from distance. Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him. He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Doué. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal! Engages and forces him off the ball. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ødegaard. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Haaland, and he's running through. Upamecano gets it away. Upamecano, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And this is Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught and again! And that's a sharp finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Hernandez. Mbappe. And Hernandez. And it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Decent chance! Oh, it's come loose. So, a temporary halt to the action. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
France really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
France are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. So right back into the action. And he gets rid in a hurry. That'll be a throw. Oh, that's ambitious. Nicked it back promptly. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. Rabiot. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely spread. Now it's Haaland. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Surlot. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Dembele. Upamecano. Now it's chance! And a neat finish! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. France are having a ball here. Ødegaard is herring after that one. Berger. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rabiot. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Rabiot. Now that's well seen too. Ødegaard. And they can counter here. Now it's Surlot. And it's Doué. That's really nicely played. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Doué.
And a shot! And now they can clear their lines.
Ødegaard bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's rather hopeful. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Now it's Ødegaard. Hernandez does really well there. He is strong. Now it's some good effort from distance. Norway are looking to break at pace.
Upamecano.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rabiot. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Sorloth. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's found a way through. Now it's Olise.
Lovely bit of skill.
Tries one from range.
Tries to get it clear.
And it's Hernandez.
He's had a shot!
1 minute to add, according to the board. Oh, good ball.
Mbappe! He's got a goal!
And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Another one. This must be his personal high.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Mbappe, very much the man of the moment, his boots at their twinkling best. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We're up and running then.
An early chance, their first of the game.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And we have our very first corner. Norway have the chance to go the other way. Foot in. Now it's Olise. Chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Chouameni. Chance, surely!
He's got away with one there.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Saliba. Koundé.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Chouameni is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Berger is there to clear.
Here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Now it's Mbappe. That's going wide left.
And a chance!
And that was very necessary. Now it's Mbappe.
Tries a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And shifted it to the flank. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Surlot. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Hernandez. Chouameni. France currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the ball's come loose here. And here's Olise. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, that has not gone well. But they've got it again. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. So their fourth corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And it's Doué. Doué! Haaland. And he's been shifted off it. Olise knocks it out wide. Dembele, there's the shot! Spread to the right. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mbappe does really well to win the ball there.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And he's let fly! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Ødegaard. And he's running through. And here's Sørloth. Has a look and place it forward. Spread it left. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, shooting chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Olise. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
France just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. Down to business again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Olise. Decent chance! And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
In with the challenge. Dembele with a definite foul there. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Olise. Now it's Doué. Shot a goal! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Played out wide. Chance for a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Haaland. Taken back almost at once. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Sorloth. He's gone for goal. And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Elise. And it's made its way to him. Berger.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good spread. Norway have got it back and they'll have another go. Mbappe played out to the left flank. Ødegaard. Now Ryerson. And it's Ødegaard. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made...
It's Dembele! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Half an hour gone in the second half. Berger. Dembele. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And he can clear it away. And they win it back again. Haaland. Now it's Sorloth. That has been cut short. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Elise. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And there's his chance to lead the counter. France have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's got away. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Upamecano. Well, there's the clearance. It's a pretty loose pass. That's the end. France can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways.
He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the volley. Olise is flagged offside.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. It's just beyond his reach. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe with decent chance! And we have our very first corner. Norway are looking to go forward now. Goes for a shot! It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe! And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take. And he's gone backward here. Tries one from range. What a hit, what a hit! A rocket and some. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The first significant strike.
But pour l'équipe de France après 14 minutes de jeu.
Piercing. Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. Ødegaard chasing after it. He's had it taken off him. Ødegaard has got himself a free kick. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking to play him in. Space for him to turn and look. Cross to the back post.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Haaland.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Hernandez with the clearance. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Doué. Spread out to the left. Chance, surely!
Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Played out to the left flank. He's picked his way through. There will be a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. And he's had it nicked away. Chouameni given the lift of his goal. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to get it away. Oh, that's a... And the shot! Oh, good finish. No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Ryerson. Now it's Solot. And here's Ødegaard. Saliba gets a foot in here. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Doué. Now it's Mbappe. And the finish! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Olise.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And it's Chouameni. That could spell trouble. And there's green grass ahead of him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he's managed to gift it back. This looks promising. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
France are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
That gets us going once more. Now it's Olise. That's rather hopeful. Rolls it backwards.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Just about within shooting range. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Solot. In with the challenge. Koundé. For Olise. And here's Dembele. Nice interception, well timed. Ødegaard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's a real chance! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
A case now of complete control. That has not gone well.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
Can he spark a counter here? No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way.
France are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Played out towards the right wing. And smartly reclaimed. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Chouameni. That's going wide left.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to cap it.
He's gone for goal. And he should have made it 4.
France certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Haaland. He shifted it to the flank. Olise. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty.
France really could have done without this.
Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Terrific save by Manuel.
That's going to go a long way.
No, he's not getting his way this time. The referee's awarded a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
And that should get the job done.
Ball's gone out of play.
Ryerson. And it's Berger.
Chouameni does well to get it back. That'll be a throw. And he's there to clear it. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Look at the space here. Can he finish? And he can clear it away.
Koundé
Is there, and he can get that clear.
Odegaard.
Chouameni is there to clear.
Odegaard.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Changement en cours.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the right flank. Now it's Olise.
Oh, that's a key interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Solot. And the keeper takes decisive action. Now it's Haaland. Saliba. Hernandez. The final 5 minutes for Olise. And here's Dembele. No way through, so back it comes. He'll try from distance! What a hit, the save was firm.
Changement.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Nicely aimed pass. Norway have the chance to go the other way.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps
Well, now
additionnel.
here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, there's the clearance. Time added on, 4 minutes. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Delivers the shot at goal! Oh, brilliant save! And that has been cleared. And the referee brings it to a close. France looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a pre-charge, surely! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that has been knocked clear. Norway have the chance to go the other way. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. There's the shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Berger. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Haaland. That's destined for the flank. Now here's the delivery. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Solot is flagged offside. Mbappe. Still goalless at the moment. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Mbappe. Takes a shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Mbappe. That's good play. Chance! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Koundé. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Good chance here! Berger. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ødegaard proves too strong. Now it's Mbappe. That's rather hopeful. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Applies the finish. Well, that has not gone well. Ødegaard.
The bottom line is pressing so effective. That's why everybody's doing it now.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dembele.
Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary.
And it's Hernandez.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Haaland. Now it's Solot. Mbappe with a definite foul there.
Doué.
Dembele.
And it's Hernandez.
Doué. And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe.
And they can counter here. Haaland. And he's forced to go back.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
France firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So, into the second half.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Dembele.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Not the most accurate pass. That's a...
Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. Deftly away.
And that's definitely not his best. Solot. Pass somewhat off target.
Defending was strong and firm.
Berger. Stood up well to him there.
Hernandez.
And it's Dembele. Koundé. And here's Elise.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Foot in. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to...
Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Doué is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Mbappe.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to belt it away.
Tries from a long way out.
And it's lofted through here. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. Spread to the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ødegaard. Tries from distance. Koundé. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Oh, they could break here.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Maignan. Olise. Dembele. It's Dembele!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Doué. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Mbappe. Olise. And it's Rabiot.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Attention, changement.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Well, there's the clearance.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Mignon clears. That is good strength. Upamecano. Haaland. France have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a threatening ball. Shot a goal! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Norway are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Changement.
Norway making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most...
Just about within shooting range.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's gone for goal. Pitches it off him.
De temps additionnel.
Hernandez. 2 minutes to be added on. Ball's out once more. Well, that is one way to stop him. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Olise voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Chers spectateurs, je vous invite à prendre connaissance de la note d'information communiquée par la police. Elle s'affiche.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
Things already rolling.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. And here's Elise. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Doué. Chance! Superb from Doué! About as smooth as it gets. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
And here's Mbappe. He's having a hit! That's got him rattled. Berger. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Doué! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear.
And here's some chance for a shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Le numéro 10.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He'll try from distance! And that tested the keeper.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And here's Mbappe. Dembele. And here's Olise. Berger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Doué. And he's played it back. Chouameni. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Mbappe. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's really well cleared. And here's Doué. Distributed tidily. Dembele. It's Dembele! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And it's Doué. Over to the right flank. Here's a chance! And here's Olise. Rabiot. Thinks of... And the shot! It's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France are having a ball here. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And yes, it's him again! This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Cross. Impressive jump! And he hits the net! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Après 41 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 9.
Norway get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Olise. And it's Rabiot. Hernandez. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Olise. And it's Dembele. He's going for goal! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Hernandez. Haaland. Now it's Sorloth. Rabiot. And here's a good effort from distance. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Merci.
France are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
So let's get the ball rolling. Haaland. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. And he's had it nicked away. Koundé. And it's Doué.
This is the time you need that pace.
For Olise. Ødegaard. And the counter is on. Just eases him off the ball. Olise. Out towards the flank. Berger. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Koundé. France have it back and can go again. Tries one from range. Oh, terrific save.
Doué probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, good spread. Good chance here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And they're on him in a flash. Koundé. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
And it's Dembele. Nicely spread. Rabiot, who's set... He's having a pop! Hernandez gets it away. Throw in. He's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Sorloth. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Ødegaard. He has found the way through. Cross from Ødegaard. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Olise. 75 minutes played. Now it's Haaland. Olise. Dembele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Applies the finish! He's put it wide.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Attention, changement.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Olise. Dembele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they've got rid. Tries from a long way out. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Olise. Mbappe. Olise! And he couldn't keep it down. Looking to play him in. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's got away. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Shot a goal! It's hit the upright. Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already. Koundé. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Ryerson. Doué, here's on Doué! And he's heaved it away.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
France leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Ryerson. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. He'll try from distance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Koundé getting this one clear. All the way back. Ryerson. He's having a hit! Now it's Haaland. He's got away. Threads one in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Ødegaard. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. France with the corner, they're first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just about within shooting range. 30 minutes gone. And here's Mbappe. And he's decided to go for it. And it's Koundé. Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal!
That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
But pour l'équipe de France. Après 34 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Pass somewhat off target. France heading towards the half-time break. The win very... That's rather hopeful. Odegaard. Here's Berger. Now it's Mbappe. He's going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Just past the 40th minute mark. Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Haaland. Upamecano proves too strong. Now it's Mbappe. He's gone for goal. Haaland. That has been slung wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Koundé. Dembele, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Sorloth. Chouameni. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
France looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. We're on the move again. Spread out to the left. And it's Doué. He's played it back. Chouameni tries from distance. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Just eases him off the ball. That's going wide left. Olise. Rabiot. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Berger. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Moved on forwards. Koundé, who's set up 1 goal so far. Mbappe, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such...
Mbappe! And again! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A case now of complete control.
France are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That's destined for the flank. Now it's Doué. It's a pretty loose pass. Haaland. Dembele. Now it's Olise, and there's the shot! And that is great goalkeeping.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Sorloth. No, he's not getting his way this time. Played out towards the right wing. And he's only too happy to take that back. He's in a... Mbappe! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Doué. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now the ball's gone astray. Ødegaard. Berger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chips it through. Mignon claims comfortably.
Norway are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Hernandez. Great vision. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Rabiot does really well there, he is strong. Mbappe, spread to the right. And it's Rabiot for Olise. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Oh, can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. Just cruising, they are cruising. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Haaland, the ball has bounced loose now. No, again there's no way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Out towards the flank, he slings it in, and it's hoisted clear. Ball is over the line. So a bit of a revolving door here, lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Can he get onto this? He's onside! Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Chance! That's a cute ball. Doué.
Temps additionnel. 3
Olise.
minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Dembele. Berger. And Bob engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. Norway are looking to break. And that's that. France really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Dembele, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
France definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.